weekend, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Washington Commanders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll take that, 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I think I'm being generous with that number.
You talk about this Washington defense. Well, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it will be... Football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2.
Mahomes now to throw.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Travis Kelce unable to pull it in, and it's 2nd down.
When you look at this defense,
they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
That is caught. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Washington's got it. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Montrell Washington,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Caleb Shudak on to try the point after.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move a little bit.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McDonald. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Back to throw. Howell.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses. There he goes, right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A big play there for KC, 49 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we just talk about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Commanders nothing.
So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And now a run with Rodriguez. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And Howell will throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Go.
Now Howell.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there. A first down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Got an open man. It's Washington. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Hey, 15. Hey, 43.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Sky Moore. As the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And it's now 21-0.
21. Commanders nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Powell, that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
One last shot before the break. Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Powell. Got a man. It's Rodriguez.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's Rodriguez.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Washington.
Chris Rodriguez with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's caught at the one. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hawkins. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Mahomes.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Off play action. It's Howell.
They'll roll him out. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Howell out of his own end zone. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 98 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. That halftime lead dwindling.
I love the way you just said that. Perfectly encapsulates what we're seeing right here. Strike after strike, making the big comeback, and right now they are putting the pressure on them in a huge way.
2nd touchdown of the half, and that one was a big one. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Mahomes' throw hauled in by Washington.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And quickly, they get to the line.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Again, it's Pacheco.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Going to be caught here, left side, Moore.
Touchdown!
Sky Moore
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead now up to 14.
28. Commanders 14.
Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll run here with Rodriguez.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's good for Washington. First down.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Al down to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
He's still on his feet.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown, Washington.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Howell throwing on third down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Howell.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
Another throw for Howell.
He finds his man, complete. That's Rodriguez. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. And it's caught. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Robinson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Howell on the QB sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving him. I think that's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. To throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And down inside the 15 he goes.
First down, Chiefs.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. What a finish in this one, Charles. Yeah, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Chiefs,
why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'm a keep it moving, keep it